Hey guys, what's up? This is Shukesh and today is OnePlus versus OnePlus present generation versus the previous generation, though these two devices are completely from two different worlds. I mean, the OnePlus 80 on my right hand does not give me a flagship like feel which the OnePlus 8 Pro does. I mean, forget everything, just hold these two phones in your hand and you will definitely choose the OnePlus 8 Pro over the new 80. I don't know why, but the aquarium green color of the 80 does not feel premium at all. You can go for the lunar silver with slight matte finish, I think, but the 80 feels like plastic, though it's glass front and back. Here you get the back view of both phones. OnePlus has gone with the new Samsung like look on the camera, which I don't dislike, but there is no telephoto zoom lens on the OnePlus 80, and interestingly, I don't know why, but the upper flash is also not working. It's more like for show, or maybe I don't know, for white balance. I have no idea, but I could not make it work in the camera, in the flashlight, and OnePlus 80 does a better job in terms of fingerprint resistance, but does not give you the feel of a premium device like the Note 20 or maybe S20 Ultra or even this 8 Pro. Here is a close look at the camera module. You get two extra cameras on the 80. One is a monochrome, another one is for macro photography. The ultra wide lens is now 123° compared to 116 on the previous 8 Pro, and the resolution has been lowered from 48 megapixels to 16 megapixels. The aperture of the main camera is now bigger, f1.75 compared to 1.8 on the previous generation. But the sensor is smaller in this new 80. There is no laser autofocus and no telephoto zoom once again. In terms of videos, they are similar. If you ask me, I will go for the telephoto zoom lens over the extra lenses on the OnePlus 80. I just mentioned that the upper flash is not working. If I turn on the flashlight, only the lower one flashes, and here on the camera as well, it does not work. The camera interface shows almost similar camera features, and in terms of picture quality, I think both are very close. In certain situations, OnePlus 8 Pro takes more detailed and dynamic pictures. But there is Oxygen OS 11 on the new OnePlus 80, which makes the images much more enhanced in the low light pictures. Maybe watch a camera comparison to know more. Though there is no optical zoom lens, OnePlus 80 can do zoom digitally, which is actually not bad at all, up to like 3 or 4x. In terms of video resolution and slow-mo video recording, both devices are same. As far as the front cameras are concerned, they have similar specs, except the new 80 has bigger aperture of f2.4 compared to f2.5 on the previous 8 Pro, and there is still 1080p 30 fps video max, which is a shame. No 4K, no 60 fps. Now, one thing some people prefer, some not, is the curvature at the side edges of the display. It gives a premium look to the phone, and also the screen seems popping out from the phone, which looks quite cool actually. Some immersive experience you can get, but flat displays are more practical, more easy to use. I mean, curvature might seem quite problematic sometimes if you want to access the edges, and it reflects light a little bit, but it also plays a role in the screen to body ratio. You get 90.8% screen to body ratio on the 8 Pro and 87% on the 80. Now let's talk about the displays. Well, both are similar in type, a Fluid AMOLED 120Hz with HDR10+, but in terms of resolution, well, OnePlus 80 is 1080 by 2400 at 402 ppi, whereas you get flagship category 1440 by 3168 pixels at 513 ppi, and of course the display is bigger, 6.78 inches versus 6.55 inches on the OnePlus 80. Highest and lowest brightness levels are also very close, and I don't see the rainbow effect some users are complaining on the new OnePlus 80. OnePlus 80 is the first device with Android 11 out of the box, and also Oxygen OS 11, which is redesigned and we have mixed response from the users. Oxygen OS 11 is much more graphics intensive with fluid animations and all, but people love OnePlus because of the snappy interface, the no lag feel. So OnePlus should actually tune down the OnePlus Oxygen OS 11 a little bit. Of course, OnePlus 8 Pro will be getting Android 11 and Oxygen OS 11. In terms of CPU, both are exactly same. We did not get Snapdragon 865 Plus on the new generation OnePlus 8T. The battery capacities are almost same. You get 4500 mAh on the 8T and 4510 on the 8 Pro, but in terms of charging speed there is a big improvement or upgrade on the new OnePlus 8T. You get 65 watt warp charging thanks to two separate batteries inside the 8T. OnePlus 8 Pro supports 30 watt warp charging, which is also fast enough, and there is fast wireless charging support which the new 8T lacks. 8 Pro supports reverse wireless charging as well, so I am little bit disappointed in this regard. In addition to that, another big disappointment is there is no water or dust resistance. There is no IP certification of OnePlus 8T, whereas OnePlus 8 Pro is IP68 certified. So in terms of being a flagship killer, OnePlus 8 Pro nailed it, but the new OnePlus 8T seems like a higher mid-range device in terms of looks, in terms of premium features. So definitely this device is not comparable to OnePlus 8 Pro, though being the new generation, it's basically an upgrade to the OnePlus 8. You get higher refresh rate display and also 65 watt warp charging. The design is, I won't say upgraded, more like it goes with other flagship devices with the rectangular camera module. But if you have the money, then definitely go for the OnePlus 8 Pro. You have to spend like 12 to 13,000 rupees extra for this. So in terms of price difference, OnePlus 8T seems kind of reasonable. I think you get a slightly smaller display and slightly inferior camera, but 120Hz refresh rate, 65 watt warp charging makes it a desirable phone. It's just the device does not feel as premium as it should be. There is new always on display support on the 8T, that is the ambient display will be always on this AMOLED display. They have come up with very cool wallpapers for the AOD. One is canvas, which is really nice, I like it a lot, and the other one, which is called Insight, is also quite cool. It shows this color temperature bar denoting different daytime, and also it creates a groove whenever you unlock the device. Longer the uses, longer the groove, so you get an insight about your day's activity. That's all in this comparison. Comment below which one you think more value for money. I would go for 8 Pro any day, or maybe Galaxy S20 FE, and you also get Google Pixel 5. That's all in this video guys. Thanks a lot for watching.